It's tea talk time. We're tea talking. Hopefully, I brought you guys down to the lake today. So I figured, what a great place to start the day and have some tea. We will start here in about a minute, but got my tea. I'm ready. I've been so excited to do this talk. I got some great suggestions for this tea talk in particular. This time I am drinking a ginger tea. It's got blackberry leaves in it. Ginger's really great for digestion. So ginger tea, super good if you are looking to detox a bit, if you get an upset stomach easily. I go to my ginger tea. So always good, always good. Ginger. I'm gonna take a drink before I start rambling. So, had some great suggestions for this particular tea talk, and thank you guys for your suggestions, for letting me know that there's stuff out there that y'all want to talk about. So today we're going to talk about being flexible in your schedule and finding you time. I think that was Wendy who offered this tea talk topic. So I got 10 minutes. I am going to stick to the 10 minutes this time. So finding time is very hard. Finding time to get your workouts in, to train, to do yoga, to prep healthy meals, it's difficult. So I want to first off start by saying nobody has the time. Nobody just walks into their healthy living journey and is like, I have all this free time to spend on myself. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way. So that probably will help once we get it out of our mind that, you know, all these people have all this extra time. I know, especially with the women that we work with, there's Axel Dog. Especially with the women that we work with, you know, y'all are moms. Y'all are working moms. Y'all have a lot going on in your life. So nobody ever has, like, time to spare, really. So the most important thing is to realize that we have to create the time that we want to commit to ourselves. Good morning, Lindsay. So if we can get that out of our head right away about, you know, everybody else has all this time, being flexible is very, very, very important. So once we realize that we're going to have to make the time, being flexible is part of it. I always tell the ladies in Dragon Fit, if you don't have a full hour to get this amazing sweaty workout in, find out how much time you have and take that much time. Because the negative mindset part of this comes in when we set these expectations. Oh, tomorrow I ate really crappy tonight, so tomorrow I'm gonna commit and run 5 miles. And if you don't get those 5 miles in, you continue down that negative spiral. So my main thing is to just use whatever time you have and figure out you can squeeze it in to literally anything if you want it bad enough. This is, again, comes back to a question of how bad do you want it. So again, today we're talking about being flexible in your schedule and making you time. So I got my whiteboard, and one thing I try and reiterate in Dragon Fit is what we talk about is that you are in the university of you. The university of you. So think of this journey like you are literally going back to school to learn about something, like a foreign subject that you know nothing about. That's what this journey is. Okay, so when you go to university, you have to study. You're gonna learn. And you gotta sacrifice. So if you're writing notes down today, study. So you need to study yourself. What are your patterns? What's holding you back? What might you be carrying with you from your past or from your family or something that you think defines you that is holding you back from making time for you? So that's a really big one. The more you start to study who you are and who you've become based on how your life has gone, the more you can kind of be like, you know what? I don't love that about myself. I don't love that I spend this much time doing this. I don't love that I have this negative thought process about myself. And when you start to do that, when you study your own patterns, you turn the pointer back on you. It's humbling. It's scary. A lot of people don't want to do it because we don't want to admit our faults sometimes, but we have to admit that we may not know always how to squeeze stuff in. So from there, we have to be willing to learn. So we're studying what's going on. We have to be willing to learn new ways of doing things, new ways of thinking about this fitness and this health thing, this way of treating our body and loving ourselves unconditionally. We can't go into this saying, I already know it all. Like, I don't need any help. We all need help. I still need help. Okay? We all need help on this journey. That's the wonderful thing about Dragon Fit is there's ladies supporting each other. We're helping each other where we lack. So start to learn what resources do you have, Dragon Fit being one of them. But how can you experiment? How can you experiment with your day to fit in more time? So being flexible in your schedule is being willing to be flexible. We have to roll with the punches. The second we try and white knuckle everything in our day, oh, this has to happen here, this has to happen here, and I am guilty of this. We set ourselves up for failure if something doesn't happen the way that we want. And when we can roll with the punches of our day and say, oh my gosh, I have 20 minutes, time to get in some yoga or a quick run or this Dragon Fit video that I have access to at any time, you know you're going to feel better after that. So learn what makes you feel good on the inside. Learn what quick little workout you can get. Learn why you might be having negative thoughts towards yourself or your body. So you're studying, you're learning, and last and not least, you're sacrificing. This journey takes sacrifice. This way of living, this healthy living thing, you are surrounded by temptation at all times. You are surrounded by negative influences. You walk in a gas station, literally 5% of the things in there are good for you. So it really is like a game, this whole thing, this whole I'm creating my healthiest self thing. So don't be afraid that we're gonna have to sacrifice things. Ginger tea. Me, myself, I was up at 5:55 so I could get in so I could get my meditation in, so I could get in the sauna, so I could come do this tea talk, and then I'm gonna go walk my dog for a couple miles, and then go to work, and then go to yoga. You know, you have to sacrifice something. So this morning I sacrificed sleep. The big one that you could look at. So when it comes to sacrificing, maybe take a look at, write out for this week, the 5 things that you spend most of your time doing. And it can include work. So write out the 5 things you spend your most time doing. Work, taking care of family, I don't know, do you have hobbies? Any hobbies you might have? I spend a lot of my time in yoga, teaching, Dragon Fit, and maybe somewhere on there is scrolling through Facebook. Maybe somewhere on there is waiting for your favorite TV show every week to come on. Now, I think TV shows are okay and have their place. I have not owned a TV, well, I take that back. I own a very small TV right now for Netflix. But we've got to detach from the TV. If we're just constantly waiting for your show every night, that's time you could be working on you. That's time you could be checked in, dialed in. TV and Facebook scrolling and mindless wandering around on the internet, you check out of yourself. So it's very easy to adapt and have compulsive behaviors when you are really always glued to the TV or glued to your screen. So I would write out the 5 things that you are spending the most time doing every day, and then see if it's working, where can you fit in movement through your day, or where can you get better for You know, maybe during your lunch break, you take a walk instead. You know, this being flexible in your schedule is saying, this is how my days usually go. I'm gonna plan to fit my me time in wherever. And that's all it takes, is knowing, yes, it's a sacrifice. I could have slept in this morning. I could have rolled out of bed. I do look like I just rolled out of bed, but I could have rolled out of bed 10 minutes before doing this, and it wouldn't have been the same. Sacrifice something for you, and you will grow through it. You will find massive, massive, massive amounts of things that you can be proud of on your journey. So I have every ounce of confidence in your ability to be flexible in your schedule and create the me time that is second to none in importance to your journey. That's what our fitness is, that's what our yoga is, that's what our meditation is, and our cooking. So make yourself the priority, and you will find the time. The time will be created. This is about tiny little baby steps. If you only have 10 minutes, take 10 minutes. Breathe it out, stretch it out, move it out. Be in your body, because your body is amazing. It's capable of so many things. It's waiting for you to give it the time that it needs to transform and mold and grow and heal and become the superwoman that you're meant to be. So that work is being done. We're doing it in Dragon Fit. Thank you, ladies that have tuned in. I said 10 minutes and I did it this time. Woo! Axel and I are gonna go on a walk. Share this video if you think other women might like coming to our Tea Talks. Watch it at some point. Be here with us now, because the work that we're doing is empowering, and it does help us stay on track. Good morning. Make sure you all watch the video from the beginning, because I'm out. I said 10 minutes. Next week, I'll be coming to you from Costa Rica. So make sure you tune in. I will create an event page. Share the love. Share the dragon love. Let's keep this wagon of awesomeness rolling. We'll see you ladies soon. Me and my ginger tea. Checking out. Wait, what's this say? Okay, it's Shakespeare. One touch of nature makes the whole world kin. Cheers, darlings. We'll see you soon.